Let me be honest. It wasn't strength that saved me. It was finding people who didn't let me do life alone anymore. Welcome in, my loves, mis amores. If we're here right now, it's not because life has been cute or calm to us. It's because something in us is tired of holding it alone. Because in a world like today, we're craving something real, not polished, not perfect, just something we can connect to and finally relax into. In this space, we don't call ourselves damaged. We were just coded to live in survival. And now we are recoding to be and feel free. So when people talk about recovery from addiction, heartbreak, trauma, burnout, illness, anything, they usually talk about self control, discipline, and grit. They talk about getting clean, staying strong, and doing the work. But they rarely and never really talk about the loneliness, the ache of knowing you're trying your hardest to change alone. There's a guilt that whispers, everyone seems to be holding it together. Why can't I? And somehow the whole world keeps telling you to heal by disappearing into yourself. So let me tell you a truth nobody told me. Healing wasn't meant to be a solo project. I once heard someone said in a TED Talk, the opposite of addiction isn't sobriety, it's connection. And that hit me hard because every time I've been on the floor, it wasn't discipline that lifted me. It was a connection, a voice, a presence, a me too. Let me ask you something. Who was the first person who made you feel a little less alone in your pain? That moment, that connection was the beginning of your healing, even if you don't know it. I used to think I had to fix myself before I deserved people. But let me be clear, now that I've lived through it. You don't heal so you can belong. You heal because you belong. You can be in recovery from drugs, from people, from patterns, from a life that wasn't meant for your soul. But you can never and cannot recover alone. You can't grow roots in isolation. Whether it's a support group, a friend, a stranger on the internet, even AI. And yes, even talking to me counts. These moments of connections, they're proof that recovery isn't meant to be a solo act. And trust me, this season of my life has shown me more than anything because I'm fully surrounded by people who can hold me without fixing me. People who stayed when I wobbled, people who let me breathe out all the weight I've been carrying without asking me to perform or even judge. And for some of you, I know maybe that hasn't shown up in a human form yet. Maybe your first real connection has been through a coach, a therapist, a pet, or maybe you've been coming here to me every day in silence just to feel less alone. And that matters. Connection doesn't need to look picture perfect to count. It just needs to be real. So let me ask you another question. When was the last time you let yourself be supported? I mean, really supported without apologizing or shrinking. Because if you are listening to this, I already know one thing about you. You have survived enough to know life alone is no longer it. And I promise, whether you're unlearning addiction or unlearning a life built on hyper independence, healing needs people. Not the whole world, not a crowd, just someone who reminds you that you matter beyond what you can offer. And for some of us, that someone might feel like it's still on the way. But hear me, connection can begin with one honest breath, one shared truth, one hand extended in the dark. If anything in this episode softened a corner of your loneliness or reminded you that you're not doing this alone, tell me how connection has shown up in your healing. DM me your story. Let's build this space together. So thank you for sitting with me today. Be gentle with your mind. Honor what your body remembers. Until next time, stay real, stay open, and keep walking towards your light. Caribbean Coded.